Hi, my name is Jay Cunningham. I'm from Denon DJ and I'm at NAMM 2019. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you the brand new Prime 4. Big shout out to McQuade for giving me this opportunity to do so. Let's dig in. So at its very core, this is a 4-channel standalone DJ console. It is the world's first. DJs have been crying out for this and it's been an absolute pleasure for us to be able to deliver that. On top of that, some of the key features we have are this beautiful 10-inch high definition multi-touch gesture screen, giving me the ability and full control. We've got phenomenal workflow that goes through all throughout this, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to have a little look at that as we go along. So I want to highlight some of the key features off the bat. One of these features is what's called the zone function. Now what's going to happen here, I am going to be able to send a curated playlist directly from here through the 4th channel to a completely separate room or location. So I've activated the zone. I'm going to go to my library, I'm going to pick a playlist here, and I'm going to send that to the zone. Now, all of these tracks, I go to track 4, hit play. Now, all of these tracks are playing there. So that means this 4th channel, I can create a new ambience or a different setup, might be cocktail hour somewhere else. I've now still got 3 channels to be able to DJ in the club, giving me a lot of flexibility. Going to whiz round and show you what's going on the actual kind of surface here. So we have 2 dedicated microphone channels. The inputs at the back are dual TRS XLR, so they're ready for any kind of input. We've got talk over functionality. There's a 3-band EQ on mic 1, 2-band EQ on mic 2, and a separate echo level for independent for the both. And I'm going to stress this because this is very important. These 2 mic channels are independent of the 4 channels. So you have got 6 total sources to be able to send out on top of that. Right underneath that, we've got FX Bank 1 and FX Bank 2 on the other side. These are 14 DSP effects with 3-band parameters that are on there. These are giving DJs a huge amount of control over what they want to be able to do. And right here you can see I've got the ability to assign those to each individual channel. Complementing these effects, we've got under here is what we call our sweep effects. So there are 4 different types altogether. I've got the filter, echo, which is post-fade. I've got my noise, and I've also got a washout, my favourite effect. So there's a lot of functionality, and those 2 can be stacked on top of each other as well. Going down to the transport area here, those that are familiar with the SE5000 and the M, this will look instantly familiar with them. You've got the auto loop control that gives you the ability to choose the different parameter, activate, deactivate the loop. We've got slip mode, we've got the control between deck 1 and 3, track search, beat jump. The beat jump works on all the different parameters, so I do 32 beats. I can jump all around and be able to do whatever I like with those beats. Then we go down to the performance mode. We've got hot cues, so these are 8 pre-saved hot cues. Shift, select one, will deselect it. I can just add a new one in there as well. Loop function is my pre-saved loops, which I'll prepare normally with Engine Prime, but if I save a loop, I can just save it right here, and I've got instant access to be able to jump to those as well. Hit loop a second time, I've got a 32-beat loop, 16, 8, 4, all the way down to half a beat for that loop control functionality. I've got the roll function here as well, so I can do straight rolls of 1 beat, half beat, quarter beat. I've also got triplets as well. Then I can go into the slicer mode, which is chopping up that section, and I can live remix. Show you the roll function here. So there's a lot of really performance-based stuff that's on here that's really going to give those DJs a lot of creativity and flexibility in their sets. Going to move over to the mixer section. This mixer's been designed and built from the ground up. So we cover the effects section, the routing section we've got at the top. We've got the trim or gain control. We've got the 3-band EQ. Again, within the parameter settings, we can adjust the high and low crossover point. You can make these total kill or bleed. Then you've got the sweep effects parameter control. You've got 1 for each of the 4 channels, and the sweep effects are controller down here. Obviously, the volume adjustment, and you've also got the crossfader assigned here. VU meter or LCD meter up here, and then what we've also got here is the ability to kind of move around within the screen. So if I go into my library mode here, what I can do is I can move back and forward using these buttons. I can also use my finger to scroll up and down, and I can use the auto encoder. So plenty of ways to interact with this device depending on whatever works nicely for you. While we're in the library mode, I'm just going to cover the ability, another new feature that we're very, very proud of. If I hit this here, that gives me the ability to create a brand new crate. So I can call this test or test, as we like it. And then what I can do here, that's just creating the playlist now. I can now select songs from various playlists. If I hold this down and just drag it to that playlist, click done, I've now got that playlist. So I can now create new playlists, edit them, move them around, giving DJs that even more flexibility on the fly to be able to really take control of your music library and collection. While we're in the library section here, what I'm going to do here is show you this new key adjustment feature. And again, this is brand new for hardware. So the first thing I'm going to show you here, if I select the key, which is in Camelot notation at 1, this brings up this screen here. So I can, in real time, via hardware with no laptop, adjust the key of that song. Secondary to that, if I hold down the key lock on the other channel, I can now key sync between those two songs as well and keeping those in time. So going back round a little bit more up to the mixer section here, what we've got here is we've got the master output. Let me get you to come around here. So you've got the master control, we've got the zone output control, and that also has a 2-band EQ. We've got the booth output, which has a 2-band EQ, and there's the FX2 section here. I want to talk a little bit about the connectivity because this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. We've got 2 USBs which we can plug into here. We've got 2 around the back, so that's 4 USBs. We've got an SD card slot. So far we're counting 5 devices which we can plug in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up and see if you can get yourself underneath there. Right there. That is a drive bay there. You unscrew that, you can fit your own 2.5 inch SATA drive bay. What we're doing is we're recommending up to a terabyte SSD, and this is going to give you loads of music internally inside. DJs that we've shown this to have been extremely excited, and we're very excited to share it too. To be able to update that, it's a very common question. You just take the USB connection straight into your laptop, and you can treat it like a normal drive like you would in Engine Prime with a USB, drag and copy your music. I mean, with a terabyte drive, you might as well drag your whole collection onto it, eject the drive, and you've got that internally all the time. So some of the other quick features to talk about. At the back, we've got our Ethernet port connection, and what that is going to do is going to be able to integrate into Sound Switch, which is the lighting control system, and also Resonant, which is the VJ software. Check out the videos that we've done on these because it really, me talking about it's going to do it no justice at all. What you can do and the power that this gives as a standalone unit and the ability to control your lighting and visual is just mind-blowing, well worth checking out. So the last thing I just want to show you with the screen here, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we've got the main screen here, so I've got my utility, we go in there, we've got loads of settings in here that are really useful, from the mixer to the microphone. There's so much customization that's going on here. If I go into my preferences, I can really personalize my experience to exactly what I want to get out of it. If I go to the source menu here, depending on which drives I've got plugged in, they'll all come in populated, and you can see at the moment we're currently recording to that one there. If I go back to the view and select record, let's just stop that and clear that because I want to show you that from the top. So if I want to record from here, quite simply, just before about to start my set, hold down view, hit record, start. That is now recording. And I should stress, we can actually record to the same drive that is streaming and playing 4 audio sources at the same time. So if you've only got one internal drive or one USB stick, you can use all 4 channels as well as being able to record to that as well. Hugely flexible. It's a phenomenal product that we're very, very proud of. We're glad to get it out there. I'm sure there's many more things in there, but I'm very conscious of time. I really want to thank you guys for being able to give us this opportunity to let us know about the Prime 4. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. To be notified of more videos from our trip to NAMM this year, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Leave a comment or question below, and check out our video playlist of all the latest and greatest products at NAMM.